Hey, bitches!
Yo!
This is D-Pad. I'm Rick.
I'm Ben. We like to abuse our fans by calling them bitches,
Yeah,
apparently.
right. And we're headed to Skyloft. This is Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Now we're going to go collect Girahim, I suppose, right?
Gira whom?
Gira them.
Oh, the puns are out of control.
There's no control of puns.
Nope.
So we're playing a lot more DS games now. We're playing Mega Man ZX at this point.
That's a DS game?
It is a DS game, and we're about the next. So Kirby and the Amazing Mirror is the last Game Boy Advance Kirby game, which means we're going to be doing DS stuff for that. So I ordered some longer cables for our DS rig.
Good.
Because it's like...
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In the old apartment, the room was kind of shallow. Like, there wasn't a lot of width to the room, so it wasn't the end of the world to have someone sit a little bit closer to where we had our recording stuff set up.
Yeah.
Nowadays, the room is much wider, so John was, like, sitting practically on the other side of the room starting Mega Man ZX. So I bought some, like, 20-foot cables, so now we can actually, like... I guess 12 feet was probably enough, but they got to wrap around things. I'm like, I may as well make sure it's enough slack that we can pass the DS if need be. And not
make sure everyone's comfy.
Yeah. So, that'll be pretty good. All right. Man, Skyloft has seen better days. Yeesh. Here we go. I like it. Let's go. Where am I? I'm all the way up here. All right. The demon is nothing special. This giant beast may prove too great a challenge. Oh, that's right. We got to fight. Because we have to fight everybody to earn them, basically. So we're going to have to probably fight the Unhinged or whatever the fuck his name is. All right.
Rick.
Yep.
Why are pieces of cardboard so expensive?
Are they?
When they're magic cards, they are.
Because they're printed in golden ink.
Yeah. Seriously.
Ink made of specialness.
I'm looking at... So I bought into a modern deck.
Yeah.
I think I brought this up at some point during this game, actually. So there's a little continuation, some continuity for you.
Oh, shit. All right.
And I'm playing Abzan colors, which is black, green, white.
All right.
Nothing really expensive in the deck right now. I think the whole thing was like $80.
All right. Not bad.
Yeah. $80 for a whole deck, and it's like, yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much true for that game.
That's 60, right?
60 cards.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm looking at like, okay, what's the next upgrade path? And I'm looking at Liliana's, which is a $100 card.
Oh my god.
Tarmogoyf's, which are like I think a $70-something card. I'm just like, this is fucking dumb.
That's the thing. That's the barrier of entry is so fucking high price wise.
It's goofy. Yeah.
That's the whole reason I never really got into Magic in the first place. Was like I was already in deep with Pokemon, and I'm like,
yeah.
If I even want to get started with Magic, I gotta start asking for some allowance, or I gotta start picking up a side job.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just couldn't see myself managing all of that at once. So I was like, yeah.
It's something where I can kind of be like, okay, at the end of every month, I'll put aside like $50 or something, maybe.
Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable.
That I can set aside for Magic cards for a hobby that I enjoy.
Right. As an adult, it's way more of an achievable thing
but
than
it's
as a
still
kid.
Like, fuck's sake, these are fucking bonkers.
I know, right? God. It's kind of, in a way, it's actually kind of amazing how well Wizards of the Coast does with Magic, just because of how much you really need to sink into it. I guess you need fewer people to play, but it's wildly popular. It's never been an issue.
So the thing about it is, like, there's so many different formats to play.
Yeah.
That there's kind of a something for everyone kind of deal.
Right.
So if you're like, I have zero magic cards, I own not a single card.
Yeah.
You can go to a draft and pay, $15 or something, and you can draft Magic, which is super fucking fun.
Mm-hmm.
Make a deck, and you might get lucky and open a really good rare that you can then trade to other people to get other cards that you can start building your collection with. So, for the price of basically a movie ticket, you can play a bunch of Magic and maybe get a little lucky.
Yeah.
And if you've been playing for a long time, some of these cards have like appreciated in value. Or found a home in a deck that's really good now, so all of a sudden your card that you spent 30 cents on at the card shop back in the day is now
actually
$40 card or
right.
something more. So, it's just like, there's ways to get into it, sorta.
You just there are better ways to get into it than, all right, I am going to go and buy, specific cards, or I'm going to go and just buy a whole bunch of booster packs and then build off of that. Do they do? I assume they do some kind of booster pack thing for Magic, or is that not?
I mean, yeah, that's what.
Whoa, Jesus! Hi. Oh, fuck. I'm here.
Yeah, that's what drafting is. You open booster packs and build a deck based off of the new shit that you just opened. Essentially, short version. But
here we go. Ooh, I think I just pulled a muscle on my leg. Oh no!
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
But yeah, just opening packs just to get cards is probably the worst way to do it.
Because I feel like you're just gonna get random crap that doesn't really go together at all.
Yeah, and the chances of getting something worth more than $2 is pretty low.
Yeah.
And the packs, $4. So.
Oh.
Yeah, usually.
Hey, but where are you going?
This is the goofiest fucking thing ever.
Where are you going?
Not threatening
Look
at
him.
all.
Yeah, the Imprisoned has always been one of my least favorite things in the entirety of Zelda.
So fucking dumb.
It's like I said, it's so unthreatening. It looks like a fucking unfinished Muppet. It's so bad.
He looks cute. I just want to pet his little eggy toes.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
It's not good. I say this as someone who really likes Skyward Sword. I know that I'm not in the minority necessarily, but I like it more than most people who just like it in general. But Jesus, the Imprisoned is just fucking embarrassing. What a goddamn awful, awful design idea.
Yeah. I almost can see what they were going for, but it should have been this
it looks
absolutely
like they're going for some
massive, monstrous, the scale is insane kind of
right,
thing.
and something maybe without form a little bit, or something It seems like it's meant to be this elemental being of.
It should be more an entity than a physical thing. It's it's taking shape in order to interact with this one thing, but it's
something closer to Calamity Ganon. Honestly, would have been right for this, but God, it's just. I can't get over how much I fucking hate the Imprisoned.
It sounds like you're not a huge fan.
There we go. It's just so... I just don't get it. I don't get how they came up with the design and went, yep, this is the one. Yeah. It's like, really, though? Really?
Someone dropped the ball.
Man, I don't know. And I mean, there are plenty of other problems in Skyward Sword, for sure, but this is
the
one
whole
that's...
sky is caramel brown.
Yeah.
For some reason. But only when you're in the sky.
Yeah, and then disconnectedness of everything. And
if you look up at the sky, it's bright blues and white clouds, and it's so neat looking. And then you fly into it, it's why are these clouds made out of pee?
Yeah, right. I thought it was supposed to be magic up here, but the only magic I'm finding is urine.
Is magic urine a thing?
I mean, in the world of Zelda, would you be surprised if it was?
Kinda.
What do you think happens when Zelda pees?
Is it just inherently magical?
It might be. Wait, who's in trouble? What?
The Imprisoned is in trouble? I don't know.
Is Fi on my side right now? Are we on the same side because we're fighting the Imprisoned?
Yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of deal.
Yeah. That's kind of unexpected. I guess it makes sense. Her whole thing is she doesn't care who she's with. She's fighting Demise.
Yeah.
And Girahim, so...
Which is kind of what this thing is,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
This is the...
I'm betting that Fi's forces will turn on us the moment that we're done dealing with all this. Okay, so we're still in the battle. I always test by doing a quick attack just to see where we're at.
I see.
Girahim has reappeared. Is he on our side now? Yes, he is. I underestimated you and your will to win. You have defeated my monster. Now we're friends.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Girahim's forces have allied with Dark Forces, which means Fi is now going to go against us, right? Your obedience is bought so cheaply. He is literally a tool of Demise, so yes. I'm not complaining. And with the demon tribe tame, the humans here aren't needed. Yep. So now everybody's going to flip, yeah.
Hostile to Skyloft, yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to, keep them.
Yeah, right.
Or, send them in to fight something first.
And let the allied base fall, all right.
Whatever.
I'm going to go fight these guys since I got a minute here. So the rogue base is in the southeast, duly noted, has been identified in the enemy sorceress. Yeah, there we go. So we're working together to fight the Imprisoned. Now we're enemies.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Check it out. You got the with the and the with
This might be a dumb question, but does Sarah ever make peanut butter cookies?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, man. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I was like, I want
I
peanut
know
butter
why.
cookies.
I know why I want. It's because you mentioned it. 'Cause that does sound really good. I don't know if we have the... Actually, we might have all the things we need for that here right now.
I'm just going to be like, Sarah, I'm going to just get ingredients
Yeah.
for you to bake things.